Montages are a dime a dozen, but the most effective ones are the most well structured. Montage is the juxtapositioning of images one after the other to create new meaning. The image of a man followed by the image of food makes the viewer infer that the man is hungry. The same image of a man followed by the image of a girl makes the viewer feel that the man is grieving. Montage is a visual technique unique to cinema, and Abel Gaunce's epic Napoleon uses this power to its greatest extent by using these cinematic tools in a structured manner to create an incredible montage. Let's take a closer look. Abel Gaunce's 1927 epic Napoleon has won high praises for its unique and inventive use of cinematography. Out of the many incredible moments in the film, one stood out to me. A montage sequence which I find to be one of the greatest I've ever seen. This sequence is a culmination of two parallel running storylines. One of Napoleon, who has publicly opposed the Corsican president Paoli's plan to hand over the island from France to England, and the other of the French Revolution, where the assembly hall rolls with the struggle between the Girondists and the Montagnards, and Robespierre calls for the indictment of all Girondists. Gaunce wishes to compare and contrast Napoleon's situation aboard the tiny boat and the fate of the nation being decided in the assembly. In the beginning of the sequence, Gaunce introduces the motifs to us through cross-cutting with title cards, making his intent clear from the very beginning. Cross-cutting is an editing technique most often used in film to establish action occurring at the same time and usually in the same place. However, Gaunce takes liberties with the concept of time in this montage, not using the cross-cutting technique to show similar time and space, but instead to hint at the thematic similarities of two seemingly different actions, Napoleon crossing the sea and the Reign of Terror. Using further cross-cutting, Gaunce directly compares the rolling waves with the storm brewing in the assembly. A fired pistol is compared to thunder at sea. Gaunce then adds another element, match cuts. Match cuts have been used to signify thematic relations between two seemingly different objects. In Napoleon, the subtle visual cues give the viewers enough material to make the subconscious connections that Gaunce wants us to make. The crowd is no longer composed of individual human beings. The crowd is now one entity, and the viewers perceive it as such, in the same way as we perceive the ocean to not be composed of individual droplets. At the height of cinematic tension, Gaunce adds yet another element to this dizzying poetic montage: this camera movement. The camera moves back and forth, mimicking the movement of a boat or even a ship at sea. This rocking to and fro movement personifies France as a boat. The ship of France is shaking because of the metaphorical storm of the Terror, much as Napoleon's boat is shaking in the literal storm at sea. Another interesting thing to note is that the sail on Napoleon's boat is the French flag. He had taken it from Corsica, exclaiming to Paoli, "It is too great for you." This further solidifies Gaunce's point that Napoleon's journey would decide the fate of the future of the nation, just as the struggle in the assembly was deciding the present fate of France. The final element added to end the montage is a cross-dissolve between the two storylines, literally converging them into one. Cross-dissolves are usually used to either get into the mind of a character or to show the passage of time. However, here again, Gaunce subverts convention for thematic reasons, bringing the literal storm into the assembly. This level of filmmaking is rare to see today, as filmmakers often revert to using the crutch of dialogue, even to show important themes.
I don't have love here.
I would say anything to get what I want.
It's because of this fear of heights I have, this acrophobia. Acrophobia. We were engaged once, though, weren't we?
During the silent era, in the absence of dialogue, filmmakers had to resort to more inventive ways to get their point across, using purely visual tools. This montage is a product of the silent era. It's visual poetry at its finest and displays the true, terrifying potential of pure cinema. If you like to see more film analysis and video essays, remember to subscribe. If you liked the video, please do like and share. And let me know what you think of this video in the comments.